Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch, the 1976 season. We have a good one. Tonight. Tonight is May 4th. May the 4th be with you in terms of Star Wars. Of course, Star Wars was not released until next year, 1977. But this is the May 4th date. We are at Fenway Park for our first look here at one of these teams. Tonight, it's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Boston Red Sox. This is our first look at the Red Sox. We've not played them yet, so they get the call tonight. Kansas City we've already seen earlier in this season. Jack Dawson is first through the turnstiles here at Fenway Park. The Kansas City Royals come in with a record of 4 wins and 10 losses. They're a little bit underachieving right now in the early stages going into the second month of the season. The Red Sox are scrappy. They're 8-7. Nothing wrong with that right now. They're scrappy. So any team that's around the 500 mark to me is always playing scrappy, which means you don't know what you're going to get out of that game or that team. They could be great or they could be bad. You never know. So hopefully we got a good game tonight between the Royals and the Red Sox. So let's see what happens. Kansas City historically won this game 7-5. There was 21 hits and 3 errors combined between the two. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox tonight will be Bill Spaceman Lee. Unfortunately, not one of his better years in 76. 5 wins, 7 losses, 3 saves. A 5.63 ERA, not one of his better seasons for the BOS Sox. But we'll see if he can hold off the Royals tonight in this early matchup between these two. Let's get started. Top of the first inning. Leading off for the Royals will be left fielder Jim Wolford. 249 average, a homer, 24 RBIs. We're using for the home team blue, red, and white, and they'll be red in that order. Bill Lee will pitch first, 4-3, and he gives up against a righty. That is a blank. Wolford will swing 3-3. It's a star 3, and that's just going to be a ground out to short. One away early, and that is the next up is the center fielder, Amos Otis. 279 average, 18 homers, 86 ribbies in 76. Lee with the pitch, 4-6. That's a strikeout. The 8, that will get Otis. He struck him out. First strikeout for Lee. Fenway Park, -1 to Ks and -3 to walk. So not easy to walk here at Fenway in 76. 2 quick outs, and that will bring up the designated hitter, Hal McRae. Had an excellent year for the Royals that season. 332 average, 8 homers, 73 RBIs. Hal McRae was an MVP candidate. Lee will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 2-6, and against a righty, it's a blank. McRae will swing 4-2, star 4, and he grounds it to first. And a quick 1-2-3 inning, go the Kansas City Royals. Bottom of the first coming up. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals will be Al Fitzmorris. 15 wins, 11 losses, 3.06 ERA, 80 strikeouts, 50 walks. Not a bad season for Fitzmorris. A 3.06 ERA, very respectable, of course, during the 70s, and actually a 3.00 to 3.99 ERA today is considered respectable. Let's see what the Red Sox have in the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Red Sox will be their designated hitter, Bernie Carbo. Carbo will be traded to the Brewers later in the year. 235 average, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Steeler fan joins us here at Fenway Park. Fitzmorris, 3-1, hit by pitch. That 10 is high. Carbo will swing away, and that is a 3-5, and that's a fly out to left. Next batter up will be second baseman Denny Doyle, 250 average, no homers, 26 ribbies. Fitzmorris with the pitch. 3-2, wild pitch. We'll do it again. 1-1 against the lefty. It's a blank. Doyle will take the swing at it. 2-2, it's a line out to third. Two away. And here is the center fielder, Fred Lynn. He had an excellent season in 76, 314 average, 10 homers, 65 ribbies. That's an excellent season. Take those stats any day for the year. Fitzmorris with the pitch. 2-2, strikeout 2. He will get Lynn on the K. Struck him out. First strikeout for Fitzmorris. So both teams go 1-2-3. No score after 1. Coming up for the Royals, first baseman John Mayberry, 232 average, 13 homers, 95 RBIs. He'll kick off the second inning. Spaceman goes 5-5, error on a throw. Mayberry will go 4-1. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Yaz. Carl Yastrzemski's at first base for this game. His error rating is a 2. That's an 11. He'll have no problem with that. He'll throw to the Spaceman covering bag. Out number 1. Next batter is the right fielder Al Cowens, 265 average, 3 homers, 59 ribbies. Pitch from the Spaceman, 2-2. Against a righty, it's a blank. Cowens will swing, 6-4. Base hit to center field. Cowens gets the first hit of the game for either team. He will hold at first. And that will bring up the Mike Schmidt of the American League, Mr. George Brett. And he is at third base, 333 average, 7 homers, 67 RBIs. Brett was already one of the faces of baseball that during that time. Infield will go halfway. Anything on a strat, and that is a 19, no. Lee will pitch. 1-3, hit by pitch, the 12 is high. Brett will swing away, 3-3, and he grounds it to first. And they turn the double play. 2, -1 is a 1, so 2, 1, 2. Shortstop for Boston is Burleson, and Burleson has a 0 arm, so with only on a 1-2, they get the double play. They will not. Cowens will be thrown out at second. Brett is safe at first. 2 down on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up second baseman Frank White, 229 average, 2 homers, 46 ribbies. Brett on it first. He had some stealing ability. Won't get it there. Lee will pitch, 5-2. That's a blank. White will swing away, 3-4, and he grounds it to short, and the throw is going to go to first to get White, and the inning will end. No runs and a hit for the Royals. Bottom of the second coming up. Al Red Sox fan joins us here at Fenway Park, the king of the hill. I am so happy he is here for a Red Sox game. For those of you who don't know about Al Red Sox fan, I ask you what universe you've been living in. Make sure you check out that absolutely spectacular channel where he is a jack of all trades and a master of all as well. He's doing some great Pine Tar baseball. Looking forward to his Game 7 of his Pine Tar 75 Reds and Red Sox replay World Series. Also does awesome pro strategy football and, of course, Glory Days boxing. He knows how to play that game. Bottom of the second, Pudge will lead it off for the Red Sox. Carlton Fisk, the original Pudge, catcher. 255 average, 17 homers, 58 ribby. Fitzmorris will pitch 5-4. That is a walk, and no, they're not going to walk Fisk there. Fisk will swing away. 1-2. He pops out the third. Next batter will be the first baseman, Carl Yastrzemski. Yaz is on the board. He is at first base for this game, 267 average, 21 homers, 102 RBIs. That's still pretty darn good. Good old Yaz. Maybe so many loved players in Boston. Yaz would have to be up the top there, with Ted Williams, Dewey Evans, Jim Rice. Fitzmorris will pitch. And that is a 1-2, and against the lefty, it's a blank. Yaz will swing away 5-2, but it's going to be a star 4, and he's going to ground it to third for 2 outs. And speaking of Jim Rice, that's the next batter. He's in left field, 282, average, 25 blasts, 85 ribbies. Fitzmorris will pitch. 6-1, that's a blank. Rice will swing 1-6. He flies out to left. And a 1-2-3 inning go the Red Sox. No score after 2. Top of inning number 3. For the Royals, here's the shortstop, Freddie Patek. Patek 241, a homer, 43 ribbies. Let's see what the Spaceman League can do. Spaceman, 1-5. That's at the park. Fenway Park will say 4-5. That is a ball hit to right field. And that is a 17, and that's going to be too high for anything. So it's just going to be a fly out to right. One out. Here's the catcher, Buck Martinez, 228 average, 5 homers, 34 ribbies that year. Lee will pitch, and that's a 5-3, wild pitch. Do it again, ball 1. 4-5, that's at the park again. Fenway Park says 3-6. That's a ball hit to center field. It's a 12, and this one is a possible home run. Buck Martinez, though, against the lefty is a 19. So we roll the die again. A 1-19. This one is hit out into center field. It is gone and out of here. Buck Martinez hits one high, hits one deep, hits it, gone. It is gone. It is a home run for Buck Martinez. As the stadium groans, Buck Martinez blasts a home run off of the Spaceman, 1-0 Royals. Top of the order now will be Jim Wolford. Wolford is 0 for 1. We'll see if Lee can go ahead and shake off the homer. 1-5. Again, that's at the park. Fenway Park says 4-5, and this time it's a ball hit to right field. That is a 6, and that's going to be a triple for Jim Wolford. Fenway Park is giving the Royals a lot of help. 3 straight balls hit question mark off the fielding chart off of Fenway. Wolford is on third with a triple. Oh, boy. Salvador America joins us here at Fenway Park. You knew you wouldn't miss a Red Sox game. So Wolford goes to third on a triple. And now we have Amos Otis coming up. They're going to go talk to Bill Lee on the mound real fast, see what they want to do. Wolford has a base running rating of 2. And what they're going to do is they're going to play the infield halfway, which makes his base running rating a 1, but it does still allow a double play, or there is no double play. What am I talking about? They're going to play the infield in. So let's see what we do here. Sports Time Machine joins us here at Fenway Park. Yes, the triangle triple. See if anything on the strat. That's a 9. Nothing happening there. Lee will pitch. And that's a 6-6. Home run question mark. Otis, a right-hander, a 1-13. That 13 passes. Against the lefty, Amos Otis is a 20. I do not have to roll the die, and that is Boom! That ball is high, deep, and that is over the green monster. It is gone. Amos Otis goes a big home run. Two-run jack by Amos Otis. And Lee right now has lost it here in the third. And now the Royals now have a 3-0 lead on the Red Sox. Okay, leaving soon to go pick up the wife. Stadium groans. Ugh. So we now have a 3-0 lead by the Red Sox. Here's Hal McRae. Only one out in the inning. Lee will pitch to McRae. And that's a 6-3. That's a range play at the park. Fenway Park will say 3-5. That's a star 5, and that's going to be a fly ball to center field. That ball is hit to Fred Lynn. Lynn's range is a 3. He will make the catch. Out number 2. Nice play by Lynn to finally get that second out. Yeah, I know there, Salvador. I do. I have all the sympathies for you, sir. And you're coming down here to Florida. Where in Florida, by the way, is the service? Just wondering, since I live down here in Florida. Here's John Mayberry, 2 outs. Mayberry is 0 for 1. Lee will pitch 4-4. And against the lefty, it's a base hit right up the middle. Single one, and Mayberry gets a hit. Another hit for the Red Sox. That's their 4th hit for the Royals. That's their 4th hit in the inning. Panama City. Okay, you're in that's pretty much north of Central Florida. Here's Al Cowens. Cowens is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. 2 outs. The infield will be normal. Will there be anything on the strat? That is an 11. No. Lee will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 4-4. And against a right-hander, that's a blank. Cowens will swing 1-4. He grounds it to third, and that will end the inning. The throw goes to second to Gabe Mayberry, and that will do it. Royals get 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 jacks, a jack by Buck Martinez, and a 2-run homer by Amos Otis. They have a 3-0 lead going into the bottom of the third. Dave Little joins us here at Fenway Park. Bottom of the third, coming up for the Red Sox, will be a young right fielder named Dwight Evans. Evans, 242 average, 17 homers, 62 RBIs. He was still pretty young at that time in 76. Morris with the pitch, 1-5. That's a strikeout. That 5 will get him. He strikes out Evans. Strikeout number 2 for Fitzmorris. Next up will be Rico Petrocelli, and he is at third base for the game tonight. 213 average, 3 homers, 24 ribbies. All right, Salvador America, catch you later. I hope everything is okay. Check the replay later, my friend. Fitzmorris, 4-3, and against a righty, that's a walk plus. That 11 will do it. And Petrocelli will draw a 1-out walk. That's the first base runner for the Red Sox in this game. Man on first, here is the shortstop, Rick Burleson, 291 average, 7 homers, 42 RBIs. The infield is going to go halfway. 1 out. And it is your birthday today, Mr. Little. Yes, it is. Happy birthday, sir. Let's see if anything on the strat. And that is a 3-0. Fitzmorris will pitch. And that is a 6-4. He's not tired, so that's a blank. Burleson will swing. 3-5. Line out to short. So it's caught there by Patek to get Petrocelli on first. He needs a 1. No. Petroselli gets back, and that's the second out. Line out to the shortstop. And next up is Bernie Carbo. Carbo is 0 for 1. Yep, both Daves are celebrating baseball today. It is Dave Gardner's birthday as well. Let's see if anything happening on the strat. And that is a 2. The answer is no. Fitzmorris will pitch. That's a 1-5. Strikeout 12. Got him. Carbo strikes out pretty much all the time with 20s on lefty and righties. And he is out of there. And that ends the inning. So nothing for Boston. They do get a walk, but it's still 3-0 in favor of the Royals. Inning number 4. And here is Mr. George Brett. Brett is 0 for 1. Start the 4th inning. Lee with the pitch. 5-3. Wild pitch. Do it again. 3-4. That's a walk. That 10 is too high. Brett will swing away. 6-3. He grounds it to second base. Out number 1. And now Frank White will come up to the bat. White is 0 for 1. Spaceman dealing. And that's a 5-4. Against a righty, that's a blank. White will swing. And that's a 4-2. And it's a ground out to second again. So Denny Doyle makes both plays at second base for 2 outs. Freddie Patek will come up next. He's 0 for 1. Lee's pitch, 2-1. That's a strikeout, and that 1, not a problem. He does get Patek, and he struck him out. And that is the second strikeout for Lee. So Lee has a much better inning in the 4th. Goes 1-2-3. Nice job. Nice job, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Everybody's celebrating birthdays. That's pretty cool. I love it. I love it. Beats the alternative, I guess. Bottom of the 4th inning. Here's Denny Doyle leading off for Boston. He is 0 for 1. So far, Fitzmorris pitching very well. It is a 6-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Doyle will swing 5-1, and he grounds it to short. That is the out number 1. Here is Fred Lynn. Freddie Lynn is 0 for 1. Fitzmorris. And that is a 2-3. Error on a grounder. Lynn will swing 1-3. That is a base hit past second base. There won't be an error there. Lynn does get a nice single. And Lynn will head to first. And now we'll see if the Red Sox can do something with a runner on base. Here's Fisk. Fisk is 0 for 1. The infield will be halfway. Bob B joins us here at Fenway Park. Yes, we have Al Fitzmorris, Al Cowens, and Al Red Sox fan. Yes, we do. I got an all-star chat tonight. Fitzmorris will go ahead and pitch. Let's see if anything on the strat. That is a 5. And that is a possible hit and run. Fred Lynn with a stealing rating is a 12. Fitzmorris doesn't add anything to that. The catcher, Martinez, is 0. Fisk bats at 255. Nah, you're down by 3 runs. Let him hit away. Because Fisk definitely has home run power against Fitzmorris. 2-6. That's a blank. Fisk will swing. 2-5. And he grounds it to third. Do they turn the double play? 3-0. 4. Second base. White is a 0. A 1-4. They turn the double play. No. The runners will advance as it was a slow grounder to third. The only play was to get Fisk at first. And there are 2 outs. Lynn moves over to second. And now the fans are hoping that Yaz can do something right now. Here's Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 1. Fitzmorris looking in. Lynn on at second. Anything on the strat? No. Fitzmorris will deal. And that is a 2-4. That's a blank. Yaz will swing. And that's a 1-2. And he just grounds it to first. Easily picked up there by Mayberry. He'll take it himself and end the inning. And there is only one hit for the Red Sox, and that's all they've gotten against Fitzmorris. After 4, Royals are leading 3-0. Top of the 5th inning. And here's Buck Martinez. Martinez hit a home run his first time up. He's 1 for 1, gets a few boos from the Fenway Park crowd. Spaceman will pitch to him. 4-3, and against a righty, that is a blank. Martinez will swing. 1-1, star 2, and this time he grounds it to third base for the first out. Here's Jim Wolford. Wolford 1 for 2, had a triple his last time up. Yeah, they've not been kind to Kansas City right now. 4 wins and 10 losses. They're a little behind the 8 ball at the moment early on, but we're still in May, just starting the month. Lee will pitch. 6-6. That is a home run question mark. Wolford a righty, a 1-13. The 16 is too high. Wolford will swing. 6-6 himself. That's a ball hit to left field. That is a 12 against the lefty. Jim Wolford just smacked his second triple of the game. Timeout on the field. And time in on the field. Meaningless call. Jim Wolford goes ahead and gets his second triple, and this one off of Lee, so Wolford will head to third. And that will now bring up Amos Otis. Wolford was on third when Otis smacked his home run. He's 1 for 2. Red Sox are going to play the infield in. They cannot afford any more runs. Yeah, Wolford was a pretty good player. Lee will pitch to Otis. 1 out here, top of the 5th. Anything on the strat roll? No. Lee will pitch. That is a 4-3 against a righty. That's a blank. Otis will swing. 6-4, and that's going to be a base hit to right field. Otis gets himself a single, and Wolford will just walk on home, and the Royals now lead it 4-0 on the Red Sox. Red Sox bullpen beginning to warm up. Don't know how much long Lee's going to be able to go, as right now he's not getting it done. Next batter is Hal McRae. McRae is 0 for 2. Otis on it first. They'll bring the infield halfway. I'll check to see a strat. 11. The answer is no. Lee will pitch. That's a 4-1. That's a blank. McRae will swing. 1-5. He pops out to short for the second out. So Otis stays where he's at. Mayberry is next. He's 1 for 2. Single his last time up. Otis on first. Nothing on the strat. Lee will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 2-1. Strikeout 5. Got him. Struck out Mayberry, and that will end the inning. That is strikeout number 3 for the Spaceman. 1 run on 2 hits in that inning. We are halfway through the game. Royals are leading the Red Sox 4-0. Trivia question for you Red Sox fans out there, which I happened to find out while setting up the lineups. In 1976, the Boston Red Sox drafted a player in the 7th round of that year. Who can you say Who was that play? Of course, he would become a Hall of Famer, and he is wearing a Red Sox cap in the Hall of Fame. Can you tell me who that player they drafted was in 76? Without you guys using the internet to look. If anybody just knows offhand who they drafted. Don't use the internet. Don't cheat. Come on. Bottom of the fifth, Jimmy Rice will bat for the Red Sox here. Our Red Sox fan got it right, of course, as he would, being the ultimate Red Sox fan that he is. Drafted in the 7th round of 1976, a young little third baseman named Wade Boggs. Also, and there were a number of Hall of Famers drafted in 76 too. I'll keep my eye on them and let you know who they were. Something I wanted to do and never did. Pretty much halfway through the game, tell you guys of some big players that were drafted by certain teams. In 1976, it was Wade Boggs, drafted by the Red Sox in the 7th round of the June amateur draft. Here's Fitzmorris against Rice. Fitzmorris 4-2, that's blank. Rice will swing 5-1. He gets a base hit past second. The Red Sox get the leadoff man on base, which they desperately need. Here's Dewey Evans. The internet's the only way I remember anything. Hey, I'm going to be 52 next month, so I don't want to hear it. Infield halfway, Dewey is 0-for-1, struck out first time up. Anything happening on the strat? 14, no. Fitzmorris will pitch to Evans. And that is 3-3. And that is a strikeout chance. The 11 against the righty. Got him. Struck out Evans. Evans goes down on strikes for the second time today. And that is strikeout number 4 for Fitzmorris. That is out number 1. Wade Boggs, king of the 96 hopper, through the hole in short. Here's Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli is 0-for-0, walked his first time up. Anything for Rice? A 2. He's got a stolen base rating of 12. You're down by 4 runs. I don't think you're stealing. Although Petrocelli's average is awful. I just don't see him stealing. You're down by 4 runs. No, he's not going to steal. Fitzmorris will pitch. 4-1. That's at the park. Petrocelli will swing. 6-2. That's going to be a double to right field for Rico Petrocelli. Fenway Park finally helps the Red Sox out for once. Will that score Rice? Rice's base running rating is a 3. Double to right field, -1 is a 2. Right fielder is Cowens, +1 is a 3. So a 1-3, Rice will score. It is a 4. He will hold at third. Petrocelli does hold at second with the double. So now the Red Sox finally got something going on. And now here's Rick Burleson. Now they're going to call the infield. With a 4-run lead, the Royals are going to call the infield back and maybe surrender the run to get an out. There's 1 out, so they're up 4-0. So here's Burleson, runners at second and third. Let's see what we got on the strat, if anything. That is a 4, no. Tribe Fan joins us here at Fenway Park. Fitzmorris will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 3-6. That's a blank. Can Burleson come through with a clutch hit? 2-5. It's a fly ball to right. Now that's out number 2. Sacrifice fly rating for Burleson is a 1. Does he automatically bring in Rice? Yes, he does. Deep enough where we'll score Rice. So Burleson finally gets the Red Sox on the board as a sacrifice fly. That is a 1, by the way. Rico Petrocelli, though, is a 1. The only way I think that was an automatic sacrifice fly, so it doesn't move Rico Petrocelli at all. He stays. But it's now 4-1. I forgot that was automatic. Runners hold. 4-1 now. The Royals are the Red Sox on the board. Here's Bernie Carbo. Carbo is 0-for-2. Let's see if the Red Sox can get some more here. Check the strat. That is a 13, no. Fitzmorris will pitch 5-1 against the lefty. That's a blank. Carbo will swing 4-1, but he chops it to short, and the throw goes to first, and that will do it. Red Sox get 1 run on 2 hits. After 5, the Royals are leading 4-1. Top of the 6th inning. Is Lee going to pitch? Let's see. Leading off for the Royals is Al Cowens. And, yeah, they're going to let Lee pitch to Cowens. Lee only deals 25 batters before he gets tired. So 3 more batters he will be. And Cowens hits lefties a little worse. So Bill Lee is going to pitch to Cowens. Top of the 6th inning, 4-1 Royals. Lee, that's a 5-4. I'll take it. 5-4 against a righty. It's a blank. Cowens will swing 1-5. He lines out to second for out number 1. Here's George Brett. Brett is 0 for 2. And Lee will pitch to Brett. And that is a 5-2. That's a blank. Brett will swing 5-2. Star 6. Fly out to right. 2 down. Spaceman trying to close strong here. Probably his last inning anyway. And now here's Frank White. And let's see, against White, they're going to see if Lee can finish the inning out. White is a touch better against lefties. Two outs. Spaceman with the pitch. 5-2. That's a blank. White will swing. 6-4. And that's going to be a double to center field by White. Clean shot into center. So White will hold at second base. The batter now is Freddie Patek, and now that it will be it for Bill Lee. He is done. So Bill Lee, unfortunately, will have to take the loss if the Red Sox don't tie this game up. They will bring in a right-handed pitcher to go up against Freddie Patek, I believe. Who do they got? And they're going to go with Reggie Cleveland. 10 wins, 9 losses, 2 saves, 3.07 ERA. Pitched to 12 batters, a long reliever. Reggie Cleveland will pitch to Freddie Patek here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Anything on the strat roll? 20. Cleveland turns around, tries to get White at second. No. White gets back. Cleveland will pitch. And that is a 3-2. That's a blank. Patek will swing away. 2-4. And that's a base hit past second base. A single for Patek. 2 outs. White's base running rating's a 3. With 2 outs becomes a 4. He will score from second on a ball hit past second. He will make it in there. Patek holds it first. And the Royals now lead it 5-1. RBI single by Patek. Here's Buck Martinez. Martinez is 1 for 2, has a home run. Check to see if anything on the strat. That's a 3. Patek has a very good chance to steal. Let's see. 15 minus 1 is a 14. Fisk is a 0 arm. A 1 to 14 for Patek to steal. You're up by 4 runs. No, let Martinez swing. Cleveland will pitch. 1-5. That's a walk. That 9 is too high. Martinez will swing. 6-5. And that is a star 1. He grounds it to second base. And the inning ends there. So 1 run for the Royals on 2 hits. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 5-1 in favor of KC. Al Fitzmorris pitching very well. He's only given up 1 run on 3 hits. Leading off for the Bo Sox, Denny Doyle. He is 0 for 2. Fitzmorris will pitch, and that is a 6-2 error on a throw. Doyle will swing, 4-3, ground ball to short, ball is hit to Patek. His error rating is a 10, that's a 17, he's got it, throws to first, out number 1. On a nice play there by Patek. Freddie Lynn is next, he's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Fitzmorris, 2-3, error on a grounder, Lynn will swing, 2-5. That is a ball hit past first. That's going to be a single. No error on the play there. And Lynn will head to first. So Lynn has his second hit of the game. And now here's the original Pudge. Fisk is 0 for 2. Red Sox fans getting a little bit agitated. Want to see Boston put some more offense on the board. The Red Sox are 8-7 right now. So as I said, they're playing scrappy baseball. You don't know if they're going to play well, if they're going to play like doofuses. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. Fitzmorris, 14, nothing happening. And the infield is halfway. Fitzmorris will pitch. 3-1, hit by pitch. That 4 barely misses. Fisk is an 8. Fitzmorris is a -6, would make that a 2. So Fisk does not get smacked, but he will swing for 3, and he lines it to short for out number 2. And in order to get Lynn, needs a 1. No, Lynn gets back, so that's the second out. So Fisk not doing it right now with anybody on base, and now the batter is Yastrzemski, and he's 0 for 2. Now the infield is normal. Strat says a 10, nothing happening. Fitzmorris will deal. 5-3, that's a blank. Can Yaz get a hit? 4-3, no. Star 5, he grounds it to third, and that throw is going to go to second to get Lynn, and that will end the inning. No runs and a hit for the Red Sox. Still 5-1, Kansas City after 6. Top of inning number 7. And top of the order for the Royals, here is Jim Wolford. Wolford having a heck of a game, 2 for 3, but both 2 hits were triples. Reggie Cleveland will stay in there. Cleveland will pitch, and that is a 4-5. Strikeout, 20 is high. Wolford will swing for 2, star 6. No triple this time. It's just a fly out to right. Here's Amos Otis. Otis is 2 for 3. Home run and a single. Cleveland 2-1. Blank. Otis swings 5-6. And that's a line drive hit right to short. Burleson puts it away. 2 outs. Now we'll see what Hal McRae can do. McRae is 0 for 3, looking for his first hit of this game. Cleveland looking on. 1-3 range play at the park. Fenway Park, 6-2, and that is a double to right field, but it's a range play. The ball is hit to Evans. Dwight Evans' range in 76 was a 4. He will get that one. Not a problem for Evans. He nearest gets close to the track, and he'll take a double away from McRae. Inning over, and makes it a fly out to right. And a 1-2-3 inning on the Royals. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game and your Sweet Caroline, since we're in Fenway. I'll be right back. I don't know. In 1976, were they swinging? Were they singing "Sweet Caroline" in 1976? I know Neil Diamond was really he at that time. Neil Diamond was the star that he was there in the prime of his career. Were they already swinging "Sweet Caroline" in '76 at Fenway during the seventh inning stretch those days? I forget the year they actually started doing that. We got 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game, of course. And tomorrow night, we're going north of the border. We're going to go to Jerry Park. Next tomorrow night, back to the National League. It'll be the San Diego Padres taking on the Montreal Expos. Dan Spillner will be on for the Padres. Clay Kirby for the Expos. We've seen the Expos already, but not the Padres. They get their shine tomorrow night. So Padres and the Expos tomorrow night on the channel as we're finishing up the first schedule block, making sure all the teams are presented at least once early. Bottom of the seventh here at Fenway. Royals lead the Red Sox 5-1. Leading off for the Bo Sox is Jimmy Rice. Rice is 1 for 2, has a single. Fitzmorris getting up there in batters. He's got a few more he can face before tiring. Kirby starting against his former team, yes. Fitzmorris will pitch. 6-5, that's a possible error. Rice will swing 1-2, and that is a base hit past the shortstop, and that is hit to Patek. His error rating is a 10. That's a 16. There's not going to be an error on the play, so it just gets by him, and Rice is going to be safe at first with a single. Leadoff man on for the Red Sox, but they got to generate runs here. And here's Dewey Evans. He's 0 for 2, struck out twice. Infield will be halfway. There's no more strat roll. Fitzmorris will pitch. 4-3, and of course the Red Sox are in runner-safe mode. That is a walk plus, and Dwight Evans against the right becomes a 23 minus 20. Yep, he still walked him. Evans against the righties a 13, minus 3 is a 10, but it's a walk plus 10, so 20. He still walks Evans, and now the Red Sox got something cooking. Runners at first and second now with nobody out. And here's Rico Petrocelli. Petrocelli is 1 for 2, 1 for 1, has a double, and he walked. So runners at first and second. Red Sox got something going on. Going to talk to Fitzmorris. Royals bullpen now getting busy. We're going to keep the infield halfway. Fitzmorris will pitch, and that is a 4-6. That's a blank. Petrocelli will swing 1-2, and it's a fly ball to right field. That's out number 1. Rice's base running rating is a 3. In order for him to get to third, it has to be a 3. 4-5, he holds. 6-6, he's out. And he holds. So Rice stays at second base. And that is out number 1. And actually, in runner-safe mode, I shouldn't even try to roll for him. Because in runner-safe mode, I have complete control over the base runners. Here's Rick Burleson. Burleson is 0 for 2. Did get a sacrifice fly. Fitzmorris will be tired after facing Burleson. Infield is still halfway. Red Sox fans hoping Burleson maybe can come through here. Fitzmorris with the pitch. 1-6. Range play at the park. Fenway Park says 3-6. And that is a ball hit to center field. That is a 9. And that is a possible triple. It is a range play to center field, and in the range is Amos Otis. Otis's range is a 1. No, he doesn't. That's going to be a triple for Rick Burleson. He will clear it. He clears the trip. He gets a triple. Rice will come in to score. Evans will come in to score. Burleson will hold at third. The Red Sox are back in this game. It's 5-3. A triple for Burleson as finally Fenway Park helps out the Red Sox a little bit. After giving help to the Royals, 5-3 now. Baseball Demos joins us here at Fenway Park. Runner on at third. The batter now is Bernie Carbo. He's the DH. It's the seventh inning. I cannot replace him. I do not do position player replacement until at least the eighth. The infield is going to play in to try to prevent Burleson from scoring, and that is all for Fitzmorris. Fitzmorris is coming out. And Carbo will be batting against somebody else. And I think they are going, let's see, they got one out. Who's the batter after him? And I think they're going to go with a lefty in this case. Coming on to pitch for the Royals is going to be Ray Sadecki. Ray Sadecki will be traded. The Royals will trade him to the Brewers later in the year. Two wins, no losses, a save, a 3.86 ERA. Ray Sadecki will now pitch to Bernie Carbo. One out. Infield is in. It's 5-3, and the strat roll is back on, and runner safe is off. That is an 11, nothing happening. Sadecki will go ahead and pitch. That's a 5-6. That's at the park. Fenway Park has been doing a lot of damage for both teams. Fenway Park says 3-3, and that's going to be a double for Carbo. Carbo smacks a double. That's Carbo's first hit of the game. Burleson comes in to score. 5-4 now. Here come the Red Sox. Bernie Carbo smacks a big RBI double. And now here's Denny Doyle. And still one out. The infield is back. Doyle is 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. Fans here at Fenway Park have finally woken up. And I know the Red Sox fans in my chat are cheering now. Sadecki will pitch to Doyle. Doyle a little worse against left-handers. That's why I brought Sadecki in there. One out. I'll check a strat. And that is a 5. Nothing happening. Sadecki will pitch. And that's a 2-1. Strikeout 6. Got him. Struck out Doyle. That's a big K. Big K by Sadecki. 2 outs. And now Freddie Lynn. Lynn is 2 for 3. Having a good night tonight. He is 2 singles. Carbo on at second. Yeah, you missed me singing Sweet Caroline. Sure. Although I was told that they weren't singing Sweet Caroline at Fenway in 1976. At that time, of course, Neil Diamond was a major star. Red Sox down 5-4. A base hit could tie this game up. Carbo on at second. I am rolling the strat. See if anything happening. That is a 14 no. Sadecki will pitch. 2-6. Walk plus 10. That 11 will walk him, and now the Red Sox have a big chance. So after getting a big strikeout, Sadecki gives up a big walk. The batter now is Pudge. And they're going to let Sadecki pitch to Pudge. Fisk does not have the power against lefties, at least in home run power, although he hits them a little bit better. Sadecki will pitch to Fisk. So Fisk is 0 for 3, so Pudge needs a big one here. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 5-4. Fans here at Fenway know the games here in Boston can get crazy, and Fenway Park is really doing all the work. Sadecki with the strat. That's a 5. Nothing happening. Sadecki will pitch. 1-4, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. He gets Fisk. Inning over. But the Red Sox get 3 runs on 3 hits and a couple of walks. We got a ball game once again after 7, 5-4. Top of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Royals is going to be John Mayberry. And that's going to be it for Reggie Cleveland. He is going to come out of the game. Boston, now that they're back in the game, can bring in a little better pitcher. And I think they're going to bring in a righty, I think. Yeah, they'll bring in a right-hander. Red Sox are going to bring in a right-hander in this case. Not many left. Boston did not have much in the bullpen in 76. Didn't have that many pitchers. Here's Jim Willoughby. He's their closer, actually. Jim Willoughby. I'm pretty sure that'll bring back a few memories for the Bo Sox fans. 3 wins, 12 losses, 10 saves, a 2.82 ERA. Jim Willoughby will pitch to John Mayberry here. I'm sorry. I meant a lefty, not a righty. My bad. We'll skip that. My bad. Brought in the wrong pitcher. I mean a lefty, not a righty. I brought in Willoughby. Now that's going to be Rick Jones. 5 wins, 3 losses, no saves, 3.36 ERA. Rick Jones will come in to pitch to John Mayberry. Willoughby goes back into the bullpen. That's not who I wanted. I wanted a lefty in this case. Brought in a right-hander. Rick Jones against Mayberry, top of the 8th. We got a ball game. Jones, 3-1. That's at the park. Fenway Park has been merciless tonight. 4-3. But this time it's a ground ball to second base. Out number 1. 1 out, and here's Al Cowens. Cowens is 1 for 3, has a single. Jones will pitch. And that is a 3-5 walk. That 13 is high. Cowens will swing. 5-1. He pops out to short. And that's out number 2. And now we'll see what George Brett can do. Brett is 0 for 3 tonight. He is not having a Mike Schmidt kind of night. 2 outs. Rick Jones will now pitch to Brett. Pitch from Jones. 2-2. Strikeout. 5 against the lefty. That's too high. Brett will swing. 6-3. And he chops it to second base. Doyle's got it. They'll throw to first. Side retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Royals. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Yaz. And let's see, are they going to let Sadecki pitch to him? Yeah, they will. Yaz hits right-handers better. Ray Sadecki will pitch to Yaz, at least for now. Kansas City bullpen getting ready. Sadecki with the pitch. 5-5, that's a possible error. Yaz will swing. 6-4, popped up to first base, and that's to Mayberry. His error rating is a 3, but the 13 means he will not make an error, and that's out number 1. Next up is Jim Rice, and that will be it for Sadecki. He will come out. Royals are going to bring in a right-hander now to deal with Jim Rice. And coming on to pitch for Kansas City will be Marty Patton. 8 wins, 14 losses, 5 saves, a 2.49 ERA. Marty Patton will deal with Jim Rice here now in the bottom of the 8th. One out. Patton with the pitch. 6-4. Strikeout. 6. nailed him, struck him out. Bringing in Patton, and he nails Rice easily on that with a 6, 2 down. And now Dewey Evans. Evans is 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. 5-4. Red Sox trying to tie this game up. There's the pitch from Patton. 6-4. That's a strikeout, and that will get Evans. Struck him out. Patton strikes out 2 of the 3 batters. 1, 2, 3, go the Bo Sox. After 8, it's still 5-4. And of course, I put the wrong player in there. Top of the 9th. Leading off for the Royals is Patek. And I think we may see a pinch hitter, a new pitcher. And yes, Jones is coming out. Is he patent pending? That's good. I like that. That's a good one, Dave. That's good. Patent pending. Yeah, that's good. Where'd you come up with that one? That's good. Patent pending. They're going to bring in a righty to deal with Patek. Now we'll see Jim Willoughby. Willoughby will pitch to Patek. Top of the 9th inning, 5-4. Rim shot, yeah. Willoughby with the pitch. 1-1. That's a walk. That 8. Yeah, that's going to walk Patek against righties. He walks a lot against them, and Patek will trot down to first. Willoughby comes in, gives up a leadoff walk, and now a chance for Frank White. Strat is on. Red Sox are halfway. Check to see a strat, see if anything happening. That is a 20. Willoughby throws to first. No, Patek gets back. Willoughby will pitch. And that is a 5-1. That's a blank. White will swing. 4-4. Fly out to center field. Out number 1. Final last stop at Willoughby. Twilight Zone episode if nobody's ever seen it. And a good one if you should, if you've not. Here's Buck Martinez. Martinez is 1 for 3, has a home run. Still checking to see if anything happening on the strat. That's a 1. Patek, yeah, I think they're going to try to send him. He's got a 15, nothing from Willoughby, and Fisk is a 0. They're going to send Patek a 1-15. He's safe at second. He's safe. Patek gets under the tag. And now a big run in scoring position for the Royals. Re-rolling a strat. A 5 or lower, Patek might have a look at third. And he does get the look at third if he wants it. 1 out. No, because with his speed, he'll probably score on a base hit. So Patek will stay at second base. Willoughby will pitch. 4-1. Range play at the park. Fenway Park says 4-6. And that is a double to left field, but it's a range play. The ball is hit to Jim Rice. Rice has got to make this play. His range is a 3. Does he take a double away from Martinez? No, he does not. Patek will come in to score. Martinez will go to second. RBI double by Martinez. And the Royals now lead it 6-4 as Jim Willoughby comes in here and can't keep it where it's at. Now the batter is Jim Wolford. Fenway Park has actually done most of the damage in this game. Most of the scoring actually has been hits off the ballpark card. Fenway Park did have 132 home runs that year and a 278 average. So it's a good park to hit in that year. Here's Wolford. He is 2 for 4. And they're going to let Willoughby pitch to him. And still only 1 out. The infield is back. 6-4 Royals now. Willoughby will pitch. And there is no strat now. Willoughby, 1-1, walk, 19 is high. Wolford swings away, and that's a 3-5, and he smacks a double to left himself. And now it's beginning to unravel for the Red Sox. Double for Wolford into left field. Bounces it off the Green Monster. Martinez will come in to score. Wolford holds at second. And now the Red Sox have reached their historical scoring runs, their historical runs in this game, and now lead 7-4. So Willoughby comes in and still one out, and now another runner on second. And here's Amos Otis, who is 2 for 4 tonight, a home run and a single. Wolford is now 3 for 5. He has 2 triples and a double. And Jim Willoughby, I think that may be it for him. I'm checking to see if there's anybody else I can bring in. And as much as I think I would, Willoughby is still the best pitcher they have left. So I'm going to keep him out there. It's now a 7-4 Royals lead, and still one out. Willoughby will pitch. 4-1. Again, a range play at the park. Fenway Park will say 2-5. That's a ground ball to third, and that ball is hit to Petrocelli. His range is a 3. The infield is normal. He will get that one. The throw goes to first for out number 2. Jim Wolford, the only way he can get to third is on a 6. And he actually does. It was a slow rolling grounder enough, and Wolford will make it to third on a 6 on a slow grounder to third. But Otis is out, and now there are 2 away. Wolford now on at third, and here's the DH, Hal McRae. McRae is 0 for 4. 2 outs now. Getting away here now from Boston. Willoughby will pitch to McRae. That's a 3-4, and that is a strikeout, 10 too high. McRae will swing 2-6, and that's a ground ball to first. That'll get picked up by Yaz. He'll tag the bag himself, and the inning ends. 2 runs for the Royals on 2 hits and a walk. Bottom of the 9th coming up. The Royals lead it 7-4. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Bottom of the 9th inning. Leading off for the Red Sox is Rico Petrocelli. Let's see what the Royals want to do here. It's not really a save situation, but I think in this case, I think you got to go to your best pitcher, and they will do so. So Patton coming out, and then comes Steve Mingori. 5 wins, 5 losses, 10 saves. A 2.32 ERA. Steve Mingori will come in. May see a pinch hitter for Petrocelli. Only hits .213. Although Petrocelli does have a double in the game. Let's see who they want to bring in. And yes, they're going to bring in a pinch hitter. And Petrocelli is at third. So coming into pinch hit for Petrocelli is going to be Steve Dillard. And he hits lefties very well. Steve Dillard bats .275. He will take over at third base as well, since he does have the same position and pretty much almost the same ratings, although a little worse. Steve Dillard against Steve Mingori, so Steve versus Steve. Bottom of the 9th, 7-4. Nobody out. Fans here at Fenway hoping for some magic. Mingori. And that's a 4-6. Strikeout 4. Got him. Struck him out. He gets Dillard. Oh, boy. Got him on that. That's a big strikeout. One man down. And the batter will be Rick Burleson. He will hit. Burleson is 1 for 3. He has a triple in the game. Mingori will pitch. 4-2. Range play. Burleson. 6-2. Ground ball to third. The ball is hit to George Brett. His range is a 4. He'll get that one with no problem at all. Throws to first. Out number 2. And the last chance for the Red Sox is Bernie Carbo. He's the DH. The Red Sox are going to go to the bench, though, since it is a designated hitter. So Carbo being brought back, and Cecil Cooper coming up to bat against Mingori. And he'll also take over at DH in case this game can go any further. So here's Cecil Cooper, a young Cecil Cooper, against Mingori. 2 outs. 7-4 Royals. Mingori looking to close the deal. Pitch coming. 5-5. Error on a throw. Cooper will swing. 3-4. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. Jim Wolford getting under it. Gets underneath it. Puts out his glove. Blop. And the ball falls into it. That's your game. Royals knock out the Red Sox tonight, 7-4. One, two, three. One, two, three, go the Red Sox. Final line score coming up and 10-minute ticker. Don't go away. Always a pleasure and honor when you join me, Al Red Sox fan. You have yourself a good night. Always a pleasure and honor when everybody joins me. You guys could be doing something else, and yet you're spending time with me, and that's something. Time is precious. You guys could be doing anything else, and yet you're spending it with me. For the Royals, 7 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. For Boston, 4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. Al Fitzmorris actually goes ahead and gets the win. Bill Spaceman Lee takes a tough loss. There is no save. Mingori, though, does get a close in a way, if you want to give it one. 11 runs, the actual game had 12. 19 hits, the actual game had 21. No errors in this game, the actual game had 3. All right, not bad. Not too bad, not too bad. Just shows you how close inside pitch can be. It is time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball of Replay Sports. For those of you who don't know about this, the link for FastScore is in the comments. Blue die will be red first. Yeah, Mingorino doesn't get a save. I know that. But he could get, give him like a closer. I don't know, whatever. So let's see. So we know Kansas City wins. So they win 7-4 over Boston. And they actually, with a 19/10, probably would have done it in FastScore as well. Let's get to FastScore. Continuing May 4th. White Sox taking on Baltimore. White Sox have a 4. Blue die being red first. 52, and that is a 4 runs. Baltimore has a 9. 26, and that is 3 runs. The White Sox get a win, and they are way behind in wins. They got to do it. Oh, he does get a save. Okay. Yankees taking on the Angels. Yankees have Doc Ellis on the mound. Yankees have a 7. 21, and that is only 1 run. The Angels have Frank Tanana. They got a 3. 24, and that's a run. So we got extra innings there. So let's see here. Yankees have a -1 clutch. So 5 minus 1 is 4. California has a +3 clutch. So 3 plus 4 is 7. That's 3 runs to California. I'll give it the win at 4-1 in extras. Minnesota taking on Detroit. Dave Goltz on the mound. Minnesota has a 20. A 55. That's going to be a very healthy 8 runs. Detroit's got a 9. 51. Good roll, though, but only 5 runs. Minnesota win that. Texas against Milwaukee. Texas has a 9. 23, and that's 2 runs. Milwaukee has an 8. 36, and that is 3 runs. The Brewers will win that. Brewers are actually playing pretty well. Cleveland against Oakland. The Athletics lead the American League West right now. Cleveland has a 6. 51, that's a good roll on that. That's 4 runs, though. Oakland has a 15. 22, that's not going to cut it. That's going to be 3 runs. The Indians will give the A's a loss. St. Louis taking on Atlanta. John Denny against Necro. St. Louis has a 9. 65, that is 8 runs. Good roll for the Cardinals. Atlanta has a 6, a 15, and they're going to continue to lose. They get slaughtered by St. Louis 8-1. Top of the page, Dodgers taking on the Cubs. The Dodgers have a 10, and that is 22, and that is 2 runs. Cubs have an 8. 26, and that is also 2 runs. So we have extras there. Dodgers have a 1 clutch, so 1 plus 3 is 4. Cubs have a 3 clutch, so 3 plus 2 is 5. They'll win that game 3-2 over the Cubs in extras. Reds taking on the Mets. A battle of early division leaders. The Reds right now are 15-3. The Mets are 14-8. Historically, the Mets did get out to a good start, but they fell later. In this game, though, it's Norman against the franchise. The Reds have a 10. That's a 43, and that is 4 runs. Seaver has a 7 for the Mets. Can they beat the Reds? A 12 is not going to do it. No, not with a 7. And Fred Norman shuts out the Mets. Cincinnati over the Mets 4-0. Houston taking on the Phillies. Now the Astros got to take on a tough Phillies team. Houston has a 6. 32, and that is going to be 2 runs. The Phillies, though, have a 14 with Lonborg on the mound, and a 64 is going to pummel them, and the Phillies pummel the Astros 9-2, and I know Steeler fan will say rigged. San Francisco will take on Pittsburgh. Giants have a 9. They roll a 53. That's good roll. That's 5 runs. Pirates, though, have a 19 with Jerry Royce on the mound. That 12, though, is not going to do it. That's only going to give them 2 runs. The Giants will beat the Pirates. Now moving on to May 5th. White Sox taking on Baltimore. White Sox have a 3. 32, and that is 2 runs. Baltimore has a 10. 53, that'll give them the win. That's 5 runs. The Orioles will beat the Chi Sox. Kansas City taking on Boston. Paul Splitoff against Fergie Jenkins. Kansas City has a 10. A 31, and that is 3 runs for the Royals. Can the Red Sox get some revenge? They got a 13, and that 34 will do it. They got 4 runs. Boston beats the Royals in the next one. Yankees taking on the Angels. Good matchup. Catfish Hunter against Nolan Ryan. Yankees, though, have a 12. 33, and that is 4 runs. The Angels, though, only have a 5. A 23 is not going to cut it. That's going to be 1 run. Yankees win. Minnesota taking on Detroit. Bert Blyleven pitching for the Twins. Twins have a 15, 41, and that's 5 runs. Detroit has a 7, 21, and that is 1 run. The Twins will beat the Tigers. Detroit not playing very well. Cleveland against Oakland. Cleveland has a 7, 43, that's 4 runs for the Tribe. Oakland has 10. 15, that's not going to do it. That's 1 run. Cleveland will beat Oakland there. Cardinals taking on the Braves. Cardinals with a 10. And that is a 16, and that's 2 runs. Atlanta, though, can they pull one off? That's an 8. 42, yes, they will win that one. The Braves will get a win. They'll beat the Cardinals. Dodgers against the Cubs. Dodgers have Don Sutton on the mound. There's a 9. 35, and that's 3 runs. Cubs have Ray Burris. That's a 6. 53, and that's going to be, they're going to win that one, so the Cubs beat the Dodgers tonight. San Diego taking on Montreal. We have this game tomorrow. Padres have a 6. 11, that's awful. That's going to be a 0. Expos have a 7. 25, that'll get them the win. That's 2-0 win for the Expos. Reds taking on the Mets again. Gary Nolan now against John Matlack. Reds have a 12. And a 12 they get, that's only going to be 1 run. The Mets have a 7. Can John Matlack give the Mets a win? 23, yes, they do. We got a happy recap as the Mets do beat the Reds tonight in the second game. Houston taking on Philadelphia. The Astros have Joe Niekro against lefty. Niekro, though, has a 5. That's a 36, and that is 3 runs. Carlton pitching for the Phillies. They got a 16, 14, and that is 2 runs. The Astros will win this game. A 16 usually means this team would normally win, but the Astros take a win away from lefty. Astros win. I know Steeler fan will be happy about that. Finally, Giants and the Pirates. Giants have a 7. That's a 33, and that is 3 runs. Pittsburgh has a 13. That's a 42. And that's going to be 5 runs. The Pirates will definitely win that one. And that is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we will have the San Diego Padres. Our first look at the Padres. They're taking on the Montreal Expos at Jarry Park. So that should be interesting to see tomorrow how that stadium goes. San Diego at Montreal. That game is tomorrow night. Steeler fan, Brandon Baker, Dave Little, Tribe fan, Bob B, Michael Peterson, Baseball Demos, Sports Time Machine, Al Red Sox fan, Salvador America, Jack Dawson, thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart. Stay strong. We will see you guys tomorrow for more baseball action. Kansas City beats the Bo Sox tonight in a 7-4 win. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.